Hi guys. Hello. Who's here? Hello everyone. Hi guys. I am Gwen here. Baby loves here. Jasmine. Sarah. Oh my god, my nails need painting while I'm sitting here. My god, don't look at my nails, guys. Hi guys. Melissa. Manifesting 101. Hannah. Banji. Zero. Emily. Brianna. Nikki. Hi guys. How are you? I'm going to quickly paint my nails because they literally look so fucking disgusting. I can't even believe I've even pressed live with these nails. How embarrassing. Oh, Sarah, you've sent me a super chat already and I haven't even fucking started. Thank you, darling. No question right now. Just sending a thank you for all the help you've given me. Love you, Loz. Oh, Sarah. Thank you, darling. How sweet of you. Are you in Canada, are you? CA 699. Oh, thank you so much, darling. You're so welcome. I love helping you guys. Hi, Dakota. Hi, Melissa. Do you have a question, though, Sarah? Tell me. All right, guys, I'm going to the top. Oh, my God. Look at this hand. Jesus. Good God almighty. How embarrassing. God. Hang on. Oh, you do have a question, Sarah. Oh, you have a comment. Hi, Loz. My goodness, the movement I've had with SP2 the weekend. Yesterday, we were joking about something. When we were asleep last night, he was texting me and sent me an article he found by chance about what we were talking about. The article was old, so there was no way he randomly found it. He was totally looking for reasons to talk to me. And then earlier today was talking about something I wanted, and he told me he would travel the earth if it would make me happy. He's so cute, and damn it, I deserve it. I just wanted to share. Oh, Sarah. So you didn't have a question, you just had a success story. Oh, wonderful, darling. You're doing that. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Hooray. So that's the start of the comments. Hang on. Is that the start? Let me go right to the top. Yes, it is. Okay, great. Hi, Loz. This is I Am Queen. What self-concept affirmation can I use when I have standard pattern of being ghosted, being chosen, but after some months dumped? FYI, childhood narcissist mother and dad never stood up for me. Okay. So if you've got a narcissistic mother, it was always about her, darling. So you're probably a massive overgiver and people pleaser. So if you get ghosted, you probably do too much and expect that you have to do in the relationship or please people, or you put the person on a pedestal just like you had to do with your mum and do everything that they wanted. And then you might have a dominant assumption that you upset them or you've done something wrong, because that comes from a core wound of feeling like you're not good enough and you do things wrong. That your narcissistic mother probably would have given you. And so you'll read into any actions that you do in the relationship and assume you've hurt the person or upset the person or not done enough for the person or blah, blah, blah. And then they ghost you because you've got the dominant assumption you're always going to fuck up or you're not good enough for them because they're so much better than you because you put them on a pedestal and they'll leave you for someone else because other people are better than you. So it's either feeling like you put them on a pedestal or feeling like you fuck up or something like that. Or you have to keep giving for them to give you love. And you just assume you're never going to get the love back that you give them. Is it any of those things? Hi, Loz. I feel like, so go and do my sleep taps, darling. That I am chosen and I'm a priority, because when you have a narcissistic mother, you won't feel like the priority. You'll feel like you're always serving another person. Even though it says third party, it's about being a priority. Jasmine, hi, Loz. I feel like I was completely immersed and living in the end for 2 whole weeks. Now I'm struggling to get back into the state for no particular reason. It's like my brain all of a sudden won't believe it anymore. Is this part of the process? I'm getting back on the horse. I'm just so confused why this happened. Does having too many self-concept affirmations run the risk of your brain not absorbing them all? What do you think is a good number? Guys, you can have any number you want, but you've got to have the core ones that really get to the key of your shit, okay? You can rampage them all you like, but affirming new thoughts about yourself isn't going to stop you living in the end. No. The living in the end, dropping off the living in the end, is just maybe your doubtful mind kicking in, or you're looking at the 3D too much. So for 2 weeks you felt fine, but then the 3rd week when nothing turned up and there was no movement in front of your eyes, you started questioning yourself subconsciously. So it's either feeling like you've put them on a pedestal or not done enough for the person or not done enough for the person. So you've got the dominant assumption you're always going to fuck up or you're not good enough for them because they're so much better than you because other people are better than you. So it's either feeling like you put them on a pedestal or feeling like you fuck up or you're not good enough for them because they're so much better than you. So it's either feeling like you put them on a pedestal or feeling like you fuck up or you're not good enough for them because they're so much better than you. So it's either feeling like you put them on a pedestal or feeling like you fuck up or you're not good enough for them because they're so much better than you. So it's either feeling like you put them on a pedestal or feeling like you fuck up or you're not good enough for them because they're so much better than you. So it's either feeling like you put them on a pedestal or feeling like you fuck up or you're not good enough for them because they're so much better than you. So it's Guys, when you don't get movement in front of you, you can be living in the end all you like when you feel like confident in this. And then when you start looking for movement or assuming there's no movement or thinking there's no movement, it'll start to throw you from you living in the end. I've done that before. I've blissfully lived in the end for about 3 months. And then one day just was like, this isn't working. And it was because I kept looking at the 3D. Are you doing that? It's got nothing to do with your self-concept affirmations. I worked on self-concept for 2 years now. I met this guy in April and in August he was gone, changed his number, etc. Been 7 months now, no signs. Self-concept suggestions? Oh no. Just disappeared. Guys, if they just disappear like that, you've got to think, what was I thinking just before that happened? I know I've done that before and I've had an assumption about the person and then the assumption about the person was made manifest in their ghosting. Right? What is your assumption about them that you had, or assumption about you, like things never work out, relationships never work out for me, when is the other shoe going to drop, this is too good to be true? Were there any of those thoughts going on? Like, even though your self-concept was good, was your old relationship fears running the show? That could be why. Okay, or you were abandoned as a kid, or you just feel generally not like you're ever going to be chosen, not good enough, so they don't choose you, which is nice. So the first time me and SP went on a solo vacay, we barely talked one day and he started texting, inviting me to his birthday. After hanging out a few times, we dated this solo vacay. We talk to each other as if we were dating. He even called me, told me, want a daughter, and he wants a daughter first. But because of that, I have had the assumption because we talk more this time around, we should be with each other. Any tips to just persist and live in the end? So you're basing what's going on now on the old story of you guys. Guys, look, don't read into the way it used to be and expect everything to go back to the way it used to be straight away. You've got to just take it as it comes, but you might have friend zoned yourself now and felt like you were in a couple before, and now you feel like you friend zoned yourself and feel like you're only his friend and you're not having the same conversations you were. So you're reading into what's happening now thinking it's not the same. And the more you do that, the more it won't be the same. Stop comparing it to last time. I'm a queen. I have abandonment issues and use affirmations like, it is safe for me to trust others with my heart. I know those I love will always be by my side. I'm always a priority to those I care for. That's great, darling. They're great, Sarah. No one would ever dare leave me. I'm too special and important to lose, as well as chosen good enough affirmations. I found the ones in this to be very effective for me. They're great, Sarah. Love those. Hey Loz, so last year SP and I went to prom together as a couple. After he told me he didn't want to go earlier before we were together, I scripted that I went to a dance with him and it happened months later. Oh, wonderful, darling, you did that. All right. Going to my journal right now, one more. I'm always chosen for committed, long-lasting relationships. Yes, if you always feel like your relationships never work, that'll keep happening to you until you start believing that you are chosen for committed relationships. Hi, Loz. Just learned about limerence, a state of mind in psychology. It stems from childhood trauma. I really would like to hear your thoughts on it. I think a lot of SP community has it, which is why they cannot manifest their SP even for years. What when they're in the state of just being in that loved up limerence stage. Is that what limerence is? I'm trying to think. When people talk about you just get so caught up in the love bombing aspect of when you first meet. Is that what they mean? No, why people can't manifest their SP even for years is because they haven't changed their self-concept and all they're doing is focusing on the specific person because they've been listening to idiots. That's why most of the time, guys, because most people aren't assessing the problem, which is them. And they're focusing on the SP, and they haven't done anything to change themselves, so nothing fucking changes. And then they wonder why they're doing it wrong. What they're doing wrong is focusing on the specific person because they're so madly in love with them and this loved up, oh my God, they're my whole world, they're my whole happiness thing in their mind, when really what they seek is the feelings that person gave them, which they can give themselves and can get from any other fucking person. But they're seeing this person as like the be all and end all of their life and focusing all on them. That's what so many of you do. And then you realize, my God, I could have got that from someone else in the meantime. I hadn't spent 2 years focusing on this fuckwit that I thought was my whole world. And then when they come back, I tell you what, guys, sometimes when they come back, they're not your whole world and they weren't as great as you thought. And you're like, I dreamt this person up to be way better than they are because I have low self-concept. That's about your low self-concept when you dream them up as better than they are. And it will shock you when they come back and they're not as good as you thought they were. It's a shock. I'm not saying you can't get them back and they can't change, but sometimes you guys are dreaming up this person to be like the be-all and end-all, and they're fucking not. Is that what you're doing? Now when I mentioned prom, he told me he doesn't want to go. I don't want to invite him to my prom, but because it should be the other way around. I'm the prize. I really want us to go together. What should I do? Oh, okay. So that's what's happened. So, darling, just imagine you go together. Imagine he invites you. Just imagine you go to the prom together and how that comes about, whether you invite him or he invites you. Either way, you went to the prom. Imagine a phone call the next day with your best friend telling her how good it was with him at the prom. Well, there's more movement with SP. Last week I told you that I manifested out third party and revised a fight between us. As of today, he's sending me flirty messages and he may plan to invite me over to his place, Melissa. Oh, can't wait to update you next week. Yes, Melissa Fitzgerald. I do script the mornings whenever, but I kind of just script Rampage affirmations because I find it easier to focus if I put it on paper. I rarely script for SPs or anything, but that's just me. Good, guys. Rampage by writing out affirmations on top of my head. That's a good idea. Okay, great. I don't like scripting. I meditate with my affirmations. Yeah, guys, look, you can script affirmations as long as you're not just sitting there doing this 369 over and over and over, writing the same one over and over. That's what I absolutely don't agree with. Can boarding school be a cause for abandonment beliefs? You think your parents literally left you with someone else for most of your childhood. See ya. We're not going to look after you. Bye. You think? Boarding school absolutely could be. And even though it could be, a distance issue, your parents live in the country and stuff. But I remember I used to go for nannying jobs in England with parents who lived down the road from where their posh children went to school and the kids were in boarding school. And I think you are really fucking up your kids with sticking them in boarding school when you literally live around the corner. What is wrong with you? These kids are going to be fucked. I affirm my new self-concept when I wake up first thing in the morning. When I'm putting makeup on, getting dressed, I do a lot of mirror work, sleep tapes every night, affirm as much as possible. Ah, wonderful, darling. I made a playlist that only fits my new story. It's literally the only music I listen to now. Binge watch Loz's old lives, Kim Blair's, I'm Sasha Official, etc. Affirm self-concept more than SP. Yes, thank you, guys. Do that, please. And use your own. Yeah, use your own, guys. Hang on, guys. Record myself rampaging. That's a great idea, darling. Yes, Kim mentioned the Parrot app. My iPhone is too old. Just do VLC, guys. You don't have to get an app. You just put VLC on and press loop. It's free. Hang on, guys. I'm just reading you guys having a conversation. Hi, Loz. I'm not staying on the live tonight. I just wanted to say, though, thank you for everything you do. You've really been helping me so much through this transformation of self. I love you. Oh, Angie, you're so welcome, darling. Hooray. I'm manifesting everyone in this chat receives their desires. That's great. Any idea what to affirm to quit smoking? I don't smoke. I remember when I used to smoke. God, it was disgusting. I can't even stand the smell anymore. Just being around other smokers makes me feel sick. And the smell of my fingers and my taste in my mouth, I remember it was so disgusting. Oh, bleh. So those things. Hi, guys. Need a manifestation buddy. Guys, there is a hashtag called Manifestation Buddies in the Facebook group. You've got to search it in the search bar. Don't write a message saying hashtag Manifestation Buddies on the main page. Go and look for it and start your own manifestation group. Start your own Messenger or WhatsApp, because so many people just go in there and go, I'm in. And it's like, I'm in what? There's a gazillion groups already and you've got to start your own. Please get together with other people in that chat thread in the Facebook group and start your own little group and invite others in your same time zone or country or whatever, or people akin to your ideas, and then start your own little group with like 5 or 6 people. Do not try and join other people's, because there's hundreds in the group already and it's hard to join others when there's so many already. We'll start them in this chat, guys, or in the comments here under the video after. Hi, Lois. Keep affirming my SP cares about us, takes care of us, thinks of me. Son and I are sick. SP showed up with water, meds, special pasta, sausage, Play-Doh, and said, order part 1, part 2, dinner instead of pushing yourself, and he will be back tonight to check on us and put our son to bed and put my son to bed. It's so much easier on me. Oh, Sarah, that's lovely. That's great. We better flood the comments with lots of love, unlike that TikTok live last night. What happened with the TikTok live last night? I wasn't on TikTok live. What happened on the TikTok live? Oh, you mean when I did this time yesterday? I think there were just a lot of confused people in there. Guys, when I do the American time TikToks now, there's so many more people joining. There's almost up to 300 people joining, and it's just, there's a lot of confused LOA people come in. It's not their fault. Loz, I just cried in the shower just now. I don't even know why. I'm missing SP. I think more than I'm realizing. I have so much love to give. I can't believe I created so much pain in my life. Whitney, you're fucking obsessed with that dude. I am so sick of fucking hearing about him. Darling, the reason why you're feeling so upset is because you're not giving that love to yourself, and I'm just waiting for the day when you realize that guy really isn't that great. You have built that guy up, and there's no way that guy can give you back the love you're giving him because you're fucking obsessed with him, Whitney, and I'm just sick of hearing about him. Guys, if you're that obsessed with a person, how do you think they're going to treat you? Like a fan. You're treating him like he's the greatest thing that ever happened, and you're making yourself sad because he's not there. He's just a guy. Guys, they're just people. There are plenty of other people on the planet. I know you're in love with them, but can you please focus on you and realize they're not that fucking special? But some of you that are that obsessed, you're that obsessed and you're making yourself upset and crying in the shower about one particular person. Let me give you the tip. They're not that special. And that's about you, Whitney, because you still aren't realizing this is about you. I'm so sick of hearing about that guy. If you get back together with him and I see him and he doesn't look like a fucking supermodel and isn't the greatest guy ever, I'll just be like, Whitney, what the fuck is your problem? You're fucking obsessed with him. I say that with love because I've been there, and it's all about you and your self-concept when you build them up that much. Hi, Loz. What does it mean when I keep bumping into my SP? Well, give a good meaning, darling. Birds for land. It's working. Can we manifest our SP by saying, I know he'll be back because I'm the one, since it's more believable than imagining already being married to my SP? Yes, guys, if you want to say that, do that. I stopped watching my shows for this. Oh, did you, Amber? I have a skin condition that flared up and I've been affirming like a friend for 3 months. Should I be persisting? What self-concept problem could be causing this? I'm using skin products, not living the end. Just say my skin is beautifully clear. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect. My cells renew themselves daily. Everything about my complexion is perfect. Say those things to them. You might also just have issues about appearance and you think you're not good enough, and so you keep manifesting things going wrong with you because you're worried about your appearance all the time. Also, almost spiraled and texted to apologize for being too much, but I put the phone down. I didn't fuck up, lol. Proud of myself. Oh, Marie, never do that. Wonderful, darling. Being too much. I'm more than enough. In fact, I'm everything. Yes, guys, never apologize and never say I'm too much. Loz, after seeing so much proof, I still have a hard time trusting that this can work for my SP. I'm unsure how to trust more. Nikki, well then give up, darling. I can't help you guys who all just don't understand this. Have you looked at your fucking life, Nikki, and realized you caused the entire breakup? Well, ta-da, you're a masterful manifestor at causing fuck-ups. Well done. You did that. I don't know. What do you want me to do? Go to the Facebook group and read all the success stories, guys, because I can't sit here propping you up because you're doubting yourself. Go and look at your shitty life. You did that. Well done. I don't have time for doubters in here, guys. You either get this or you don't. Go and watch all my videos. Hi, Loz. I'm a powerful manifestor, but good. I've been doing it since I was a kid. We all have, guys. We just forgot how to do it. I was wondering, why do you think manifestation works? How does it work? It's thought reflection, guys. It's how your subconscious works. It's how you created your life. It's simply how your subconscious mind works. You are only in your own reality, and everyone is part of that reality, and they're reflecting your thought only. The end. Hi, Loz. Can you please yell at me to stop checking on him to see if he's still with her? And that I have all my desires with me right now. I just can't see it and live in the end. Thank you. No, Danielle, I can't yell at everyone. I'm only on my second coffee. And I'm sorry, guys, if you don't get that you need to stop checking, well, I don't know. I can't help you. Guys, if you're still thinking about him with her, then you're going to really fuck this up because you're just assuming they're still together. And that is completely fucking up your living in the end of you and him together because you're assuming she still exists. So I can't help you. Hello, Loz. You should check out Edward Art on YouTube. He's another who presents Neville Concept. Never heard of this person. Calming voice. Never heard of this guy. You don't need to do that. He already loves you. Yes. Part 1. Got on dating apps last week and have 30 guys messaging me. Went on 4 dates this weekend. I can tell my concept is amazing, but when it comes to men in general, but it's a bit shaky when it comes to SP. It's just because you've got an old story about SP, darling. Don't worry about it. Just know it's working. Well, I'm glad to see you live. I would like to change the location of my SP's job. How can I? Well, just imagine they work where you want them to work. Imagine they work near you or whatever it is. Imagine they love being near you or nearer you or whatever. He loves working at wherever it is, in such and such. Because I didn't pass my certification exam. Want to take it again. I think I was busy manifesting my SP, not manifesting my exam. Good enough. Help on passing my exam. Just imagine you passed it, darling. I passed my exams with ease. Or imagine you've got the certification. Go right to the end that you would have with that exam. Lately, I've gotten better at living in the end, knowing that, of course, he'll be back, but nobody compares to me. I'm that girl. Other days, I feel slight anxiety. Tips to stay confident. Doesn't matter to guys who feel slight anxiety some days. Just get over it, and the next day, get back on the horse. Loz. 9 weeks ago, I told you about my husky who was diagnosed with cancer, and you told me to affirm he is healthy and cells heal themselves. Today, the vet said his blood work was perfect. Woohoo, darling. Wonderful, Mary. Oh, that's great. And yeah, that's great, darling. Oh, you did that. Yay, doggy. Oh, wonderful. You tell that fucking vet what to say. I do it all the time. Hooray, darling. Of course he is. And you keep telling him every day how healthy he is. You're the healthiest husky anyone's ever seen. When full loss of myself started to spiral, thinking my SP focused on another girl, I literally yelled at myself with self-concept. I'm always chosen. He only wants me back on track today. Oh, good, Nanette. How can I manifest my desired nose side profile? I love my button nose. I love my side profile. I love looking at myself on side profile. I love taking pictures of myself from the side now. So those things, Brand. SP not whole happiness, but I would like to combine our respective happiness. Lol. Yes, I know that, guys, but some of you, when you're fucking obsessed about them, you're making them your whole happiness. I feel like this time around we talk more after the solo vacay. First time we didn't talk too much and got back together a year later because we talk to each other like we're a couple. I feel we should. Well, you're friend zoning yourself somehow, JM. I don't know how, but you are. I can't find the rest of your question. I'll find it in a minute. When Neville talks about knowing it is done, do we need to do sats every night or once is enough and start trusting it is done? I visualized earlier this week and felt it is done, but I keep needing to do sats. No, guys, you don't keep needing to do static into sleep, which is just drowsiness. But if you want to visualize every night and fall asleep in the wish fulfilled, do it. It does help, but you don't have to. Can explain the phrase birds for landing. I keep saying that everywhere. It's just an old phrase from Christopher Columbus when he was approaching land in his sailing boats. He would know that land was approaching soon because birds would be present. When you're out in the middle of the sea, my dad's a sailor, you don't see any birds. And when you start seeing birds landing on the boat or flying in the sky, you know the land is near. Land is your SP. Birds are other people giving you attention, like old exes or people just in general being nicer to you or treating you better. That means your self-concept's working. That's all it means. Yay, Loz, I adore you. And I had the realization today about my SP. I was like, I love him, but he's not worthy of being on a pedestal. Yes, guys, please take the fuckers down. Please. I can't tell you how much it helps. Hey, Loz, how to do scripting properly? I've been trying other methods because I'm just curious. Scripting is just anything you want to write in the future or the present as if it's already done. Either the present it's already done or the future, right? So you can script your wedding day, script your wedding vows, script the new version of your SP, write diary entries as if they're already back. Whatever would help you feel in the state of the wish fulfilled now. Solo vacay started in June. Ever since then, we've kept in contact. We still have feelings for each other. It makes me feel confused because we act coupley but not together. Darling, if you're saying you're acting coupley but not together, you've got a deep, deep, deep core issue of feeling not good enough to be the girlfriend. You've got to work that out. If they're not treating you like the girlfriend, but they're kind of acting like you're the girlfriend but not giving you the girlfriend status, you friend zone yourself. Go and do my I am good enough sleep tape and use the affirmations in that because you don't feel good enough to be the girlfriend, or you've got a story about them not being attracted to you or not liking you in that way, and you've got to get rid of that. I have not good enough issues from being abandoned away from home and getting sick as a result. Had many men wander off board. I am worthy of deep and profound love and respect. Good affirmation. Yes, darling, can say that, but I don't really like worthy or respect in affirmations because respect, you're not getting respected because of a self-concept issue and you're not feeling worthy because of a self-concept issue. So using those words kind of really doesn't help anything because you've got to fix the self-concept issue first. It doesn't make you feel worthy or that you get respected. I get deep and profound love. I deserve deep and profound love. I have a deep and profound love in my life. I'm deeply and profoundly loved. I would rather you said that. Just got a text from an ex 8 years ago. I've been chatting for a few weeks, just friendly. You want to be my boyfriend again? No, thank you. Bob it. Hilarious. Hey, Loz, I think I'm in the Sabbath. I don't feel the need to prepare for my SP anymore, but I still listen to my affirmations every morning. Wonderful, darling. That's great. That feeling of knowing, that's wonderful. Absolutely is the Sabbath. So true. That explains why I don't miss my SP so much even. Oh, shit, just jumped. Wow, this massively jumps sometimes and I just cannot find my place again. So sorry, guys, if I miss your questions. That's why. Oh, motherfucker. So true. That's why it explains why I don't miss my SP so much, even when we don't talk too much. When I started consciously affirming about my self-concept, love you loads, because you feel better in yourself, darling, and you don't feel so desperate. It's great. SP update. I affirm that my parents support my relationship with my SP and give him a fair second chance. My parents both stated my affirmations word for word. Love how powerful I am. Oh, Brianna, you did that. Wonderful. Hey, Loz, I feel like I'm in a difficult situation. My as SP's best friend sexually assaulted me, and now I feel weird that my SP is still friends with him. I know you said that we shouldn't affirm people. people go away, but in this case, I'm not sure what else to do. I'm trying to deal with the trauma it caused, but I feel stuck on what to do. Thank you in advance. Really appreciate you. Okay, so start saying that person disappeared. They're not in my life anymore. They're not my reality anymore. They've taken a hint and they've disappeared. My ESP doesn't want to be around him. They're not friends anymore, if that's what you really want, darling, okay? And then start saying, my ESP respects my wishes. He wants what I want. He doesn't want to be around anyone who hurt me. He respects me. He does what I want. Say those things, darling. I'm always safe and secure, and he makes me feel safe and secure, and implied in him making you feel safe and secure is that person is no longer there, okay? Earlier when you were talking about the 3-month thing, you were manifesting, then got frustrated only because you were looking at the 3D. Did it end up showing up once you persisted? No, because I'm talking about my old SP and I don't want him anymore. No, I moved on. Like I discovered that I was wanting something, not the person. So I decided at one point last year that I simply didn't want that person anymore, and he wasn't the person for me. And I was clinging on to a story of how great our relationship was because I hadn't had a lovely relationship like that for a while, and it wasn't about the person, and I don't want that person. And I don't want the situation with that person, what comes with that person, the fact that they have a child, all those things that I was compromising on. I'd made many, many, many huge compromises, and I realized I was compromising due to my self-concept issues. And when I'd stopped feeling those self-concept issues, I stopped compromising and didn't want that situation anymore. So no, because I didn't want it anymore. I simply stopped manifesting that because I didn't want it. What's the belief behind thinking we bother people, thinking you're not good enough, feeling like you annoy people when you're a kid, being told to be seen, not heard, getting told off a lot, having strict parents telling you you're doing things wrong, feeling like you're not enough as you are, and so people will be bothered by you? Think about what happened to you as a kid. Hi, Loz. How do I ignore my logic trying to fight the circumstances in any attempt at revision? Anytime I try and feel like I'm lying to myself and accepting the reality doesn't seem to be helpful. Kevin, look, you've got to understand that you created the reality you've currently got in front of you. If you don't believe me, sit down and write down everything you can see and everything that's happened that you caused with your subconscious thought. Then your logical mind will be like, oh, yeah, I did cause that breakup with thinking he didn't love me or she didn't love me or other guys were competition or whatever. And then you'll realize, and then your logical brain will go, oh, yeah, we do this. Or just tell it off every time it jumps in and tries to argue with you. Hi, Loz. I've been so much better since discovering your content. Now I can go about my day and not even think of SP. I'm feeling like the woman I always dreamed myself to be. Oh, wonderful, darling. I've been in this new sweet spot where I just know, can't explain it. That's great, Katie. Part 1, I was in a long relationship that turned very toxic and ended in divorce. Since then, I've been working a lot on my self-concept, manifested a new SP who was amazing, but now I realize my thoughts caused the divorce. Yes, I've been thinking about what could have been different had I known about this back when the ex and I were together. Don't beat yourself up, darling. We all feel that way. I'm torn between which SP I should be affirming for. Any tips? Look, guys, when you realize this, sometimes you might want the old person back because you think, oh, God, I actually fucked that up. But look, just step into the new you, darling, and however that comes about, and whichever person you're meant to be with in your mind, you're meant to be with based on the new you. Okay? Don't beat yourself up, guys, about the mistakes you made in the past. And it doesn't mean you have to go back and change the situation and get that particular person back, but just decide who it is you want to be with and imagine you're with them. If it's the old person, imagine it's the old person. I think no harm in that. I recently quit smoking using affirmations and everything fell into place for me to quit. I've been cigarette free for almost 2 weeks. Oh, wonderful, darling. What did you do? SP and I are getting a new place. Due to his record, I'm afraid his application will get rejected. So don't say that. And he won't be approved on the lease. How do I affirm against it? The opposite to happen. Just imagine no one cares. His record isn't even brought up. No one gives a shit. And you get the house. If you imagine you get the house or you have a lovely new rental. I love our new rental. We've settled in so easily. We got this house so easily. Then you've got to the end without any problems, haven't you? I've been listening to affirmations on loop overnight. I have such strange dreams and wake up with bad headaches. Can I say this means my subconscious is being reprogrammed? I just did a video on this because some idiot was arguing with me, telling me to change the way I talk on my sleep tapes because it's affecting her. No, you silly bitch. It's your subconscious mind fighting you. Go and do some research on subconscious thinking, please. Guys, you can get headaches. You can get migraines. You can get anxiety in the morning. You can wake up in the middle of the night. Some people throw their phone across the room. I used to put my phone under the pillow in the middle of the night trying to hide the sound. I used to have bad dreams. I had a whole lot of bad reactions. Sometimes you have no reaction. It just depends. But if you're having reactions or can't sleep because of it, it could be because it's really working. because they're the self-concept affirmations you should be hearing. And so that girl clearly should have been hearing those affirmations, and that was why it was affecting her. Okay. Could you please give some advice when I miss my SP, but not to act in 3D? Just imagine them with you guys. Can't you use your imagination and imagine their arms around you? Can't you imagine this smell? Can't you imagine them in bed with you? Do that. I feel like there's too much old story to revise with SP. He really traumatized me. I see him at work every day and can't help waiting for him to talk to me, but I refuse to initiate after last time. Well, Susie, you're in a whole lot of fucking it's all his fault thinking. So I don't know what you want me to do. Have you watched my videos in your whole life? I know you have because you commented on them. So apparently it's all his fault, the trauma, is it? Guys, you've got to own this shit. If someone traumatized you, I'm sorry, you've got to own it. Where did that come from? How did I pick a person like that who treated me this way? What did I think about me that caused this? If you can't do that, then you'll just find another guy who'll traumatize you next time. So give up on that guy then, because you can't get rid of the old story. But the old story is about you. If you can't get rid of an old story, guys, it's always about your self-concept. What's that tied to, the self-concept? Is it because you're abused as a kid and so you can't forgive someone who hurt you? And now you're just going to end up manifesting another person who hurts you next time because you haven't dealt with the self-concept issue behind being traumatized? It's about your self-concept, guys. It's not about them. Well, you've been so inspiring on your Facebook page and your YouTube channel. It's nothing less than a blessing. Oh, thank you, Krupa. I've started feeling so amazing and so aware of my thoughts. Thank you. And lots of love, Loz. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Hi, Loz. I've been watching your lives and taking your tips. I've been wanting to see him, but also want us to go out again. So is that me putting out a fire? Should I just affirm he's my boyfriend? Yes, please. We are each other's first love, and I know we still have love for each other because I'm the first girl he fell in love with, and he's still flirting with me, but I keep bouncing back from wanting to see him and the end goal. Well, wanting to see him and the end goal, are you trying to push it to see him now in the 3D? Don't do that, darling. Just see you in the end. See you and him in the end, okay, together. And how that comes about will come about. If you're trying to push it in the 3D and trying to force to see him, that's you really not trusting this process. Trust the process. Go and do the Facebook challenge we've got at the moment called Trust the Process. Put in #challenge and look it up. I've actually been seeing tarot all over my For You page with the sticker Trust the Process, all the words Trust the Process, all the tarot readers saying you've got to trust the process. Trust. And cards coming up saying trust after we started that challenge. It's really weird. Lisa, oh my God, Loz, I literally manifested seeing you without glasses. One of a few fun creations. I just visualized you taking them off for a minute, but I got a few videos. I love it. Oh, you just saw my latest videos without the glasses? Oh, that's so funny. The shorts. That's hilarious. You did that. Look at their pictures. Big ears, goopy smiles, messy hair, not pedestal worthy. Yes, look at their pictures. Big ears, goopy smiles, messy hair, not pedestal worthy. Guys, look. If it helps you to kind of see negatives about them in a way, it kind of helps. Like if you've built them up so much and then you can look at them and go, you know what, he's actually a bit of a nerd. I bet you he's such a nerd at school. I bet you he didn't get much attention at school. And that's why he's so arrogant now and so cocky because it's all a bit of an act. Oh, that's where that's coming from. Oh, he's not really cocky and arrogant. He's just a bit of a nerd. He just didn't get much attention from girls when he was a kid. That's why he acts this way. Like if you can do that, guys, and see through them, like all the men in my life, I know I have this one ability to look at them like little boys. I can see the little boy in them. And sometimes when they're acting in a certain way, I can see them doing that as a child and why they're acting the way they're acting now. Like if they're chucking a tantrum, I can see them chucking a tantrum as a little kid and think he is doing now what he did as a child to get attention. Because he didn't get enough attention as a child and he wasn't listened to. So he's literally chucking a tantrum because that's the way he dealt with it as a little kid. If you can do that, guys, and see through them, it'll really help you take them off the pedestal because you'll literally see them like a child sometimes and laugh at their behavior and be like, what is this? Right? And I did that a bit too much with someone once. It really put me off them because I was like, this guy's a fucking immature little child. But then that manifested. Hang on, Jamila. My dog was euthanized today. Oh, no. Oh, darling, I visualized I would have got better news and visualized affirmed that she was healed, but you can see it went differently. I feel guilt that I did something wrong. Oh, darling, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Look, doing that for a pet is just the hardest thing. And I can't even imagine. I don't even think about it. Darling, look, they're still here. Know that they're no longer in pain, that you did the right thing. I go to my mum's old people's homes and there are people lying in beds day in, day out in the fetal position, being tube fed and force fed, and they're still there. And yet you can take a dog or a cat out of pain. They're no longer in pain, darling. Think of that. They're no longer suffering. But people in old people's homes, they lie there and suffer until one day they just die. Right? Think about the fact that you gave them this beautiful gift of not being in pain anymore, darling, and they're still around, loving you and still being here, okay? Stop putting your SPs on a pedestal. No one should be more important in your world than you. Yes. As Loz says, he doesn't have a golden dick. Yes, guys. I'm doing okay with self-concept, but sometimes break down like the sky is falling. Any advice for mental diet? I'm reaching my mid-30s and want to start a family. I need him to step up. Any advice? Why are you in such a rush? You're in your mid-30s. What? And apparently that's a problem. Why are you thinking that's a problem? Where are you getting that from? You're comparing yourself to other girls around you and everyone who's got kids already, and your parents are forcing you and saying, why haven't you had kids yet? And da-da-da-da-da. If you're in that desperate energy, he won't be stepping up anytime soon. He'll be literally leaving you and going, oh, my God, you're fucking forcing me to do shit I don't want to do. Goodbye. Why don't you imagine you've got a family? Why don't you imagine a baby in your arms? Why don't you imagine that and use your brain instead of forcing things in the 3D that's going to push him away? Please visualize yourself with kids, with him, and then it will work. Don't say anything to him or force him in the 3D and have the chat about children. My God. Even when I went to boarding school at the age of 12, question mark. Yes, guys, sometimes it will make you feel abandoned because you're only 12. You don't have any parents to talk to and you've just got these strangers. I'm not saying it's fucked you up, but it could have affected you, absolutely. I wake up and don't even think about SP. Big things are going to happen. Let it go, focus on you. Amazing. Wonderful, Nancy. Excuse the hell out of me. What are we saying to you? The Facebook group is so inspiring and really helps me on off days. So grateful for you and your community. Oh, wonderful. Look, guys, I really try and keep it positive in there. That's why we don't have questions on the main page. So do not write a question directly on the page. You've got to go and find the Q&A forum under #questions, #QA forum to put your question in there, because I don't want it being negative like self-concept community and all these communities where you can just ask a question on the main page and you see a whole lot of people spiraling and success stories within spiral. It's really, I don't want that in my page, okay? My SP is like half and half version now of my new partner. I'm just persisting. I shifted it so much. It's crazy. Oh, wonderful, darling. I'm a fan of my self-concept while I'm watching you and while I'm cooking. Oh, great, babe. And not I'm saying anything bad about self-concept community. I just do my group different, okay? If you read any comments, but one live, I know you read many comments, but one live, I was telling you how SP made a shared album for us, but I didn't want to put cute selfies in there. Oh, yes, because I used to feel like he should do it. Yes, I know that. Well, this weekend, I put a cute video. He hasn't responded yet, but I assumed it because he hasn't checked his camera roll. I also now feel like I can call him without thinking and pursuing him, and he's lucky I called. Good, darling, good. Think that. Absolutely. That's great. Stay in that knowing that you can do whatever you want. Hi, Loz. Love your style. Having difficulty getting past, only able to visualize SP telling me he wants me or wants to commit rather than visualizing past that's the end of being together. Don't worry, guys. If you can't visualize the end, don't worry. Some of you can't. Some of you find it very hard. So just stick with, them telling you they love you and telling you they want you, etc. Yes, the state of being obsessively infatuated with someone. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Usually accompanied by delusions of a desire for intense romantic relationship with that person. Yeah, so they're basically seeing that person as their whole happiness, and they're seeing that until that feeling comes back, they can't be happy. So they're kind of obsessed with the person, and obsession literally stops them from being able to manifest them back, because they put them on a pedestal and literally put them out of reach by making them such a goal, right? So limerence absolutely doesn't help you. I love Edward Art Supply Hands. Edward Art Supply. No idea who this is. Guys, you've got to understand, I don't watch YouTube. Some girl on TikTok found the love of her life via Tinder passport, and I'm like, FSP, I'm a manifesting you sexy Irish SP instead. What do you mean Tinder passport? So you can find people in other countries or something on Tinder? I didn't know that. Really? Stop assuming your negative thoughts will manifest. They won't. Yes, guys, just say they won't. I mean, they will, but you can say they won't. Sorry, but they fucking will if you think them dominantly. I'm really sorry to burst your bubble, but just say they won't. Hi, my dad died today. Oh, no, twin flame divine union. Oh, I was able to revise the relationship, and I've been studying law of assumption combo, but I feel like it's not working because he died. Oh, darling. Well, that's so sad. So, did you not have a very good relationship before? and you revised the relationship, did you not get to speak to him before he died or repair that relationship in the 3D before he died? If that's the case, darling, just imagine that now that he's in the 4D with you, okay, that relationship is fully restored and he hears everything you're saying, and talk to him. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Hi, Loz. My SP and I have been in no contact for a while. Decided to check his socials and noticed he only blocked me on one app. What could that mean? Thank you. I don't know, darling. What, he's unblocked you on others, or give it good meaning that he's unblocked you? Give everything you say good meaning, guys. Even if they blocked you, give it good meaning. Like they're so madly in love with you, they can't bear to talk to you right now or see your face because they're fucking going to fall apart. Hi, Loz. My SP and I saw that one. Hey, Loz. I let my self-concept slip a lot recently. Been focusing on it hard since, feeling so much better. I feel like SP is going to reach out and having inner combos. We still haven't spoken since our fight. All right, well, just revise the fight as much as you can, or imagine it doesn't fucking matter and you'll be talking soon. Guys, when you're in a situation where someone's not talking to you, you've really got to see the positives in it and be like, oh, well, we had to go away. I had to really work on my self-concept. So I'm working on, in this time, working on me, and he's working on himself. We're going to come back better than ever. Don't see it as this, like, worst thing ever that you're not talking. Give it good meaning. Put a cute video. He hasn't responded yet. Oh, good, darling. That's great. Can I manifest a guy I barely know to want to be with me? Yes, darling. How will my higher self concept affect how he treats me if he doesn't know I'm attracted to him or want to be with him? Guys, they simply reflect you, whether you're with them or not, whether they know you or not. I've manifested people I don't know, right? Like semi-celebrities, and then we've ended up together just because I imagine myself with them. I sit on my couch cheering and clapping with every success story in these lives. Oh, wonderful, Sarah. Loz, thank you. I came up with a brilliant business idea. I'm getting $20,000 in taxes. What the fuck? I love my job. My boyfriend is so in love with me, and the sex is great. And I've never been more beautiful. Oh, Faith, wonderful. And the sex is great. Whoop, even better. The best bit. Giving love to yourself and putting yourself on the pedestal is the most important thing in the world. It feels so good to be in love with yourself. We're the main characters after all. Yes, Amy, love that. Finally matters alive. Oh, baby. Thank you for everything you're helping us with, Loz. Oh, you're welcome, Meryl. So, Loz, I decided to upgrade during manifesting. I chose to manifest another SP. SP was going to take effort. I see that. So, new SP came in, upgraded, older, and is very, very serious. Thank you. Oh, Risha. Ooh. I love new SPs. Sometimes they're so much better. Wonderful. Slowly catching the monkey. Everything is moving. So excited. Thank you for all you do. Lots of birds will land too. And Bridget Vincent is doing sleep tapes and self-concept a lot. Oh, wonderful, Elizabeth. Great. You're doing that. Well, I just need some help with giving good meaning on Bridget Vincent's. My Insta account that got hacked, I was affirming and visualizing, now gone completely. I had 10 years of memories. Oh, no, darling. Just decide, gee, there was some shit in there, or I had some really bad self-concept. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's gone. Who cares? Bridget Vincent's. So be the new me. I'm the new me. I can start fresh. Give it that meaning, darling, if you can't possibly imagine getting it back. Be the new you. No one knows any old memories. No one sees those fucking inspirational quotes, Khloe Kardashian style, when I was depressed. Hooray! New me. Give a good meaning, darling. You know when Chloe does all those fucking inspirational quotes whenever she's having a bad day, which is pretty much every day, and she looks like a fucking idiot? Just imagine no one can see those anymore. And that's a really good thing. Loz, one of my dates invited me to walk his dog, and he lives in the same apartment complex as my SP. I wanted my SP to comment on the Instagram with a love heart face, and instead 2 other guys did. I'm taking this birds for land. Yes, darling. Great. Nisha. Loz, getting birds for land. Oh, are you, darling? That's here. Had a beautiful dream. SP one. It was a nice scene of us with his kids. Also got offered a second job today. Of course I did, because I have everything I need and all the money I need to get up, take on my mortgage. Oh, wonderful, Nat. Congratulations. What did I dream this morning? And then my cat fell off the bed and woke me up. She like tumbled off the bed and went bang. What was that dream I was having? It was really funny, and it was like akin to what's going on with me at the moment, but was with another person. But in my head, I have to think of what it was. It was really weird. Oh fuck, where was I? Sorry, guys. I can't find my spot. Here it is. Completely dropped affirming from my ISP. I'm 100% focusing on my self-concept. I recorded my affirmations, been listening to it at night, at least 8 hours. I know I can do this. Know your worth and everything will follow. Yes, baby. Love that. Loz, the Bible speaks of fasting and prayer for speedy results. Prayer, aka affirmations. Any knowledge on this? I don't know. I can't remember what Neville says about fasting, but I'm sure it doesn't mean actual fasting. Everything in the Bible, guys, is allegory and metaphor, okay? Most of the time they don't mean the guy actually turned the loaves, got the loaves and fishes. It doesn't mean don't eat. It doesn't mean this thing is unclean, pigs are unclean. It's a total metaphor. So I'm sure there's a metaphor about fasting, but people take it literally and go on fast. Pre-fasting on your old thoughts and stepping into the new thoughts, which is the prayer. That's probably what they're talking about. Get rid of the old thoughts and fast from those, and then step into the new you by the new prayers, the new affirmations. It's probably what it means. It's never literal. Nothing in the Bible is literal, and all religions have taken it literally, and it's ridiculous. It's like laughable how literal people have taken the Bible. It's like a joke. It's like reading a poem and taking every single metaphor in the poem literally. It would be idiotic. If you were in a literature exam, you'd get a 0. You'd be like, you didn't read into the metaphor in the poem. What's wrong with you? Right? It's not a literal book about literal people. It's allegory. Let me tell you, Loz is the best mindset coach. She is a natural avid follower. Oh, thank you, Nita Gelling. How nice of you. I saw a thing on my TikTok the other day, and it came up, and it was this tarot, and it said, "You are a wounded healer." And I thought, oh, what a wonderful way to look at myself. Like, I have been wounded, therefore I have the ability to heal from my own wounds. And I think that's how I've looked at my life thus far, all the stuff that I went through. I'm thinking I went through that so I could do this, so I could understand people and read into their problems. That's why I had to go through the hellfire that I went through as a kid and an adult to get here. And had I not, I wouldn't be able to understand how to do this. I thought that was a really good thing to think of myself as a wounded healer, and not disregard my past and think of my wounds as a bad thing. Embrace them and be like, because of them, I'm here. Sometimes you could do that, guys. Sometimes revising doesn't work. If you can embrace your wounds and see them as an advantage for you to get you to where you are now, to get you to be the person you are now, it'll help you. It's certainly helped me. Mostly for anything ever. Once a person reaches that point, it's impossible to go back. Wonderful, Amy. Fasting as mental diet. Yes, it could be your new mental diet, fasting from your old thoughts. It could be literally meaning that. Like fasting on all old thoughts. No old thoughts, only new thoughts. So you fast. Your new diet is the new thoughts. Other thing I recommend, especially for those of you who enjoy scripting, before I go to sleep, I script out letters from my SPs if he's writing them to me, and sometimes I'll read them in the morning. Oh, that's lovely. Write one overnight and then read in the morning. That's so great. Like a text you receive from them in the morning, or a letter. That's great. I intended my ex to reach out just for fun, and he did, as a validation of how powerful we all are. Haha, now I'll work on myself and my SP after. Wonderful, darling. You did that. My self-concept has gotten so much better since I found you. I walk around like I'm that girl. I'm not that needy and skilled bitch who puts her SP on a pedestal. I'm the one men can't get over. Thank you, Loz. Oh, wonderful. SP, one of them said, my affirmations, I'm a goddess, I'm so beautiful, chosen, the only woman he desires. Yes, oh, Rochelle, I love that. I took my SP off the pedestal, but I'm still recreating him, and he's already conformed. Meantime, I'm focusing on myself and have felt a huge internal shift. Oh, wonderful, Amy. You're doing all of that. I focus more on SP than self-concept. Then SP went quiet. Back at it with my self-concept persisting. Nothing but me can change the outcome because I'm the writer, director, producer. I call the shots. Yes, Kylie, you do. When we say boots for land, is that telling our subconscious it's not here yet? Well, no, I can just say it's working. It's all working. I mean, it depends. It depends how much you think that's clunky in your mind. Some people might find that clunky, so don't say it. I'm not in your mind, guys. I just watched Joseph Allo video, said a woman lost her SP after sending love, like nothing can be done after planting the seed. Geez, that sounds crazy. I'm wrong. Oh, look, Joe goes on a lot about planting, dropping the seed and never thinking about it again and never having the thoughts again. He really confuses some of Neville's stuff about dropping the seed. I don't know where he's getting this from. He's got this real belief that you drop the seed and never think the new thoughts about your manifestation. Neville never said that. When he was planting the seed of being with his second wife, he did not think about her all day. He didn't think he didn't love her. He didn't send her no love. He didn't banish her from his mind. What the fuck is Joe talking about when he says that stuff? He really misconstrues Neville when he doesn't talk about the mental diet persistence part. Neville never said don't persist in new thinking. He just meant don't dig it up once you planted the seed to check if it's working. That's all he's talking about, planting the seed. He means do not dig it up by checking the 3D, going and looking on the socials, seeing if they've messaged you. That's the part about the digging up. He never says let it go. He says persist in the new thinking, but don't dig it up. When Joe says that, he really fucking confuses people. It makes them feel bad about thinking new thoughts. I really don't understand why he keeps persisting on saying that when that's not what Neville said. He blatantly said, do not dig the seed up. That's what he means. He doesn't mean don't think new thoughts. He doesn't mean don't send love out. He doesn't mean don't think of your SP. That's not what he means. What are you talking about, Joe? That really confuses people when he says that. It really gives me the shits. I've never seen anything Joe Spello, he sounds like a nut. No, he's great, but that one thing he gets really wrong with Neville. Like for someone who's meant to be a Neville expert, he really gets that wrong. All Neville said about planting the seed is let it grow, but he doesn't mean don't tend to it with water, being your affirmations and your new thoughts and your visualizations, and let the sun get to it and let the weeds not grow around it. You don't let the weeds of your mind grow while the plant is growing. You allow the weeds to take over and strangle the plant with all your shitty mental diet that you're persisting in whilst that's growing. That's not what Neville says. He describes it as a plant for a reason. He says make your garden lovely. So if you planted a seed, he talks about the pruning shears of revision. If you're thinking shitty thoughts while your seed's planted and growing, you cut those vines away and you don't let it strangle your fucking plant that's trying to grow. What are you talking about, Joe? Love to do a live with him and ask him, what the fuck is he on about? Because he really confuses people when he says that, and that's not what Neville taught at all. How to stop fear from manifesting. Stop saying it's going to. Or if it does, go, oh, well, here it is. I caused that. I'm going to change it, darling. I've been listening to affirmations overnight on loop, started having strange dreams and waking up with a terrible headache. Should I assume it's my subconscious programming? Yes, darling, you get the headaches, you can get nightmares, all kinds of shit. It's just your brain fighting you. Of course, my SP will be back. I remember our first date when we were a bit tipsy and we saw a girl with engagement ring on. He asked me what kind of ring I like. I've been wifey to him always. Oh, Summer, love that. On the first date, he asked you that. Wowzers. I call my subconscious Kimmy. Shut up, Kimmy. That's great. I don't fear it. Let the fear flow through you, then affirm the opposite. Yes, that's a great idea. I just affirm for myself and my subconcept now and see my own name everywhere. Oh, do you? That's wonderful. He said too much because I was a crazy bitch then, lol, but that was the old me. Yes, don't worry about it, Marie. Well, I've been at university for 3 weeks and have no friends yet, feeling bad. I've been affirming I love partying with friends I made at uni. Should I just affirm that over and over? Yes, but darling, work on your subconcept as well, and then it will naturally flow to the people around you, and they'll naturally want to be around you because your subconcept's better and you feel enough. I'm more than good enough. I'm everyone's favourite person. People love being around me. So things like that, darling. You've got headaches before, yeah. Loz, when you rampage on your self-concept, what do you mean by that? Like every hour? I just mean giving it some like I am so loved, I am so wanted, like stand in the mirror and tell yourself, or drive in the car with some exaggeration and some oomph and some meaning, okay? You can yell it if you really want to. I'm in the knowing, like I mentioned earlier, but yes, I still have headaches. Keep persisting. It means it's working out. Take it from someone who put him on a pedestal, work on self-concept 100%. Yes, Marie. So me and SP are each other's first love. So even after our solo vacay in June, we talk often and see each other in cute names. He calls me sexy, love, shorty, etc. Yes, but you're friend zoning yourself, darling. You've got to work that out. Why are you doing it? What are you thinking about him that's causing the friend zoning? I've gotten to the know the Sabbath stage, and well, I don't care if he comes back or not. Oh, okay, Glover. Affirm you make wonderful, fun, genuine new friends every day at uni. Yes, you're the person who makes new friends easily. Great people are drawn to you all the time. That's great, Jane. Some person, different face if you don't fix the self-concept issues. Oh, same person, different face if you don't fix the self-concept issues. Yes, Snowy. The issues will only follow you into the next relationship regardless of who it is. Yep. Oh, my God, you took your glasses off again when I imagined it was on the live now. That's 3 times. Haha. I did this for fun. Don't know if my last one skipped, but it was one of my fun manifestations. I love that, Lisa. Well, my sister was asking for my advice earlier about the doubt she had in her relationship. Man, I'm so glad I don't think like that anymore. She was so impressed with my confidence and said, who's this Loz person you've been listening to for the past month and a half? Maybe she'll finally listen to me and watch all your videos. I've been texting her. Oh, good, darling. Well, if she can see it's working with you. That's what happens, guys, sometimes. You can't lead the horse to water and make them drink. You've got to let them ask you. So if they see your self-concept improving and your life improving, they'll start asking what you're doing without you even having to tell them. Trust me, it happens to me all the time now. Loz, I've been, what, Lila? Lilia. I know I caused my SP to act the way I did. Looking back, I can remember everything I thought and feared, and boy, did he do everything I assumed. Seriously, guys, think about that. Think about your fears. Yep. It manifests. Yep. Unfortunately. So I was watching TV and someone on the show said revise, and on another channel someone said persist. I don't know if it's something. Yes, that's great. That's you doing that. Laws needs to manifest money. Laws needs to manifest money. Oh, I don't. Are you saying you do? But I don't like to work 9 to 5. I want to manifest money. I programmed I need to work hard for money. How to change that belief? I want to start my own business. My business is booming. I make so much money for my business. I make more than enough money. I don't need to work hard to make money. My business booms without me hardly having to do anything. I have all the money I need. So listen. SB broke up because he said on nights out he sometimes wants to get with girls. Nope, not in my reality. You've just got an assumption about him being a fuckboy or non-committal or a player, darling. Get rid of that. I was not sure if I should take complete focus off my SP, like not affirm for him either, or affirm for him while mainly doing self-concept. Even some people get them back when they don't even affirm SP, some SP and some self-concept. Guys, I would really focus on your self-concept more than anything, but you'll still think of them. So when you think of them, do your SP affirmations or think of a new story or visualize them and you together. Hey, Laws, there's a job that I am up for, but the pay is below where I feel I'm valued with my education and where I want to start at. How do I affirm getting offered higher starting pay? Well, just affirm you get higher starting pay, that they're so impressed by you that you're the exception to the rule, darling. Yes, my SP used to talk about marriage and kids. He used to drop hints all the time and see us in marriage all the time. Oh, wonderful. Yes, they act like a child when they flirt with you and then bounce a fart off your leg. Like, dude, really? How old are you? So I revised the last incident where I went crazy and spiraled. I have him silent treatment. How to proceed with him after revising. Should I forget the incident and continue silent treatment until he conforms? Why are you doing silent treatment? That's childish. You're doing silent treatment, are you? Like a fucking child, like a parent giving silent treatment to the child as punishment. Why are you doing that, Susie? Are you sure you're watching my content and listening? You're giving them the silent treatment because of something you caused, because you spiraled and acted like a fucking nut. What's silent treatment going to do except make you look like more of a nut? You caused it. What are you talking about? You've got to conform. Stop worrying about him and start conforming your own shitty fucking psycho mind that's causing you to spiral, act like a fucking nut, and then give him the silent treatment because you acted like a nut. Why are you giving him the silent treatment when you're the one who acted like a psychopath? What are you talking about? Read what you just wrote. He's probably sitting there getting the silent treatment for you thinking, she is one A-grade loony. And you're waiting for him to conform. Why don't you fucking conform? Jesus Christ. Read what you just wrote. It sounds insane. I know I caused everything, but I'm giving him the silent treatment when I acted crazy. Read that again. I'll persist in the fact that you are together, see you as the girlfriend, and ignore whatever in 3D. When he texts you, see you as together. Yes, exactly. Have you manifested your dream job before? Are you talking to me? You asking me to? Guys, if you want your dream job, just imagine you have it and stop calling it a dream, because then it seems like a pipe dream, something out of touch. Stop calling it a dream job, unless it doesn't affect you saying dream. I'm mad, SP mad, and now he blocked me and no contact after dating for a year. How can I change my thoughts on him? Well, whatever you're mad about, drop it because you caused it. What thinking caused him to act the way he did that you had about him and yourself? Go and watch all my videos, darling. If you're mad at them, go and watch my Manifest a Specific Person series because you're not getting how your self-concept's causing the fighting. It's your triggers causing it. Go and fix your triggers, please. This actually happened to me. I focus on the fact that I'm unforgettable. He wouldn't dare block you because you're too important to lose. Yes, love that. Well, as I fell asleep to your sleep concept love tape, and the following morning I received a call from a guy I was once interested in, not SP, but taking as a good sign. Yes, Winnie, love that. Hey, Loz, my SP and I got in contact. It came from him actually, but he keeps telling me that it's over, but I can feel that he can't let me go. How do I revise his words? Just imagine he never said that, darling. It'll never be over. Of course it's not over. What is he, nuts? He's trying to use reverse psychology on me. He's trying to get a rise out of me. That's all that is. Just laugh in his general direction. I laugh at what you say to me, sir. In your head. I work as an aged caregiver in a rest home. At first it was hard having to deal with death, but then it changed my thoughts and put forward the best person I can be for them so they have a good person loving them. Oh, that's lovely, Kylie. Yeah, all the people at my mum's home are just so lovely. All the workers there are just beautiful people. SP2 is a chick obsessed with him. He tells her he is going on dates. He isn't only me. I told him to send her a pic of us together. He put a love heart on the message and said he will. Don't worry if they've got other girls obsessed with them, darling. Just know that you're the only one for them. They've got only you on their mind, okay? Visualize kind of makes me sad. Should I keep persisting or should I just live in the end without visualization? Why is it making you sad? You're not living in the end of having them, darling. You're just living in the end of them not being here. If it's making you sad, you're doing it wrong. You're in the state of longing rather than imagining you together. If you're imagining you together, it shouldn't make you sad. It should make you feel good. You're doing it in a longing way, like imagining they're not here while you're doing it. Is it bad that I keep telling my SP that we should restart everything? Why are you telling them anything? Guys, you need to restart your own mind. You need to reboot yourself. This is about subconsciously reprogramming you, not them. What the fuck are you telling them anything for? They don't know what you're talking about. You just sound like a nut. We need to restart everything. Well, I don't even know why you're acting the way you do or why I respond to you the way I am, but all I know is I don't want to be around you when you're acting like a nut. There you go. Guys, don't talk to them about this. You can't change anything by talking to them out here. You understand? I don't have any SPs on a pedestal anymore. I'm the fucking prize in the whole package. That's why SP2 tries to make me jealous. Yes, Nat, absolutely. Visualizing kind of makes me sad. Oh, don't repeat the question, guys, or you'll get blocked in here. Weird, but I was feeling I needed a boost. I live and started texting my SP and got back so many texts right away. I have such a smile right now. I can give myself these. Oh, wonderful, darling, you did that. I know it's just confusing because I want him to be commenting on his pictures, hyping him up as if he feels like he's my boyfriend because he was. But then I'm like, should I, because I called him yesterday? Guys, if you're doing things in 3D like commenting on their pictures, you're not listening to me. Stop doing things in 3D, please. That's acting as if. That's nuts. Her Irish boyfriend is so sweet. Listen to the voicemail he sent her and imagined he was my SP sending me that. Oh, that's lovely from the Tinder thing. God, so funny. The people who persist for a month to years for their SP have the patience of Job. I wish I had that. Had to let go because I couldn't let go of the old story. I'm sad, but I feel like a relief at the same time. Yeah. Guys, look, it's up to you whether you keep persisting for your SP. If you want to give up because you're giving up on them, because you don't want them anymore, well, do. But if you're giving up because you're giving up on you, well, or because you can't get rid of the old story, then do. It's up to you. My stream froze. I don't know if you saw my husky comment. I'll post in the group. No, I saw it, darling. I saw it. I answered it. Just watch it again, darling. That's wonderful. He's the healthiest husky ever. I sent my kid to boarding school. Oh, okay. Job from the Bible. Yes, I understand what you're saying, darling. I noticed he unblocked me and then kept replying to my Instagram stories, then ended up telling me, miss me. You got this, girl. Oh, wonderful. Don't overthink what you're doing. Affirm you can't screw this up. 3D will conform. Yes, guys. Hello. I visualize and affirm and sleep. But when I wake up, sometimes I feel sad and miss him. What can I do? Guys, sometimes you will. Just jump back on the horse. It doesn't matter. I have to scroll past this girl on TikTok who does sad breakup videos. She's documented every day the breakup and still cries about it, saying if he wanted to, he would. It's so draining to watch. Oh, look, I'm really glad that the girl who I had a call with called Adele Marie, who started doing breakup videos. She had a call with me about her SP. She'd lost him. She got him back doing what I said. Then she fucked it up because her self-concept was still in the fucking toilet. And then she did all these sad breakup videos. And she got like 3 million views on one of them crying in her bed. And I came across her video today, one of her videos, and thank God she's gone back to doing daily vlogs and not talking about breakups anymore. And I thought, hallelujah. Maybe she's seen me on some of the lives saying this makes her look like a loony. Who knows? But I'm really glad she's not doing that anymore because it's really depressing. And any guy come across that kind of content will be like, I don't want to be with this girl. No guy will want to be with a girl like that who's just in victim mode. She's a lovely girl. She knew what she did wrong. She knows what it is. And that girl doesn't. That other girl you're talking about doesn't. So just scroll past those girls, guys who are clueless, or any dating coaches who are clueless and talking about mind games. Okay? I saw one today who said visualization doesn't work, and someone atted me in it. Please don't at me in dumb dating coach videos, guys. I just won't reply anymore because they get all triggered when I say stop watching idiots. No, I'm not an idiot. I don't want to talk about la 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 la. And you're like, ah, fuck you, triggered bitch. You're teaching people not to get triggered, and you're triggered. Where am I? I have to say, oh yeah, I have to scroll past this girl. Loz, I'm getting burstful land with new SP. I wanted to manifest. He reached out to me in the DMs last night. Oh, wonderful, darling. Any tips for manifesting a new SP? Realize old SP isn't what I want anymore. Thanks to self-concept. Okay, so when you've got to that realization, a lot of you might, a lot of you are in my group, then just imagine the person you want. Go and write your perfect man and woman checklist. Write down everything, every quality you want that man to have, and imagine he's in your bed every night. I feel original SP has to be coming soon. If new SP is reached out, good, darling. Just want to say thank you for all your videos and guidance. I'm starting to notice how fast my manifestations are quickly coming to me. Oh, Danielle, wonderful. Brianna, I've delayed applying for benefits because I didn't feel like I needed it. They say it will take 45 days to get approved. How do I feel getting approved shorter? Just imagine you're the exception to the rule, darling, and you just get it whenever. Can't get 3P out of my head. Can I just assume he tried to replace me and couldn't? Yes, darling, do that. But guys, you've really got to get them out of your head. I'm sorry. Can someone please, you're not working on yourself enough and focusing on you enough. Can someone please help me in revising his triggering words? Like it's totally over and all of that. Melissa, if they've said that to you, you've got to assess, when was I thinking he didn't love me? When was I thinking we weren't ever going to get back together? When was I thinking this shit won't work? When was I thinking I'm a piece of shit who no one would love? When did I ever think relationships don't work for me? You can revise his triggering words all you like, but you got triggered by them based on your self-concept. You've got to work on your self-concept that caused the breakup. Are you doing that? No. If you were, you wouldn't be so triggered by this. You'd realize you caused it and you could flip it and change it. I keep dreaming about my second essay. I'll do. Third party's not relevant. Yes, guys. I felt comfortable just randomly texting him to snap, and he texted me immediately after, said he should have sent me the pic he posted. He said, my bad. Oh, he's doing all the things we talked about doing together. We were together almost 2 years, and we've only known each other for and they've only known each other 4 months. He's doing all the things we talked about together. Okay, so if someone's doing something that you talked about doing with your SP and they're doing them with a new person, stop looking at the socials. Stop looking at it. It's just upsetting you. How do you even know that information? Guys, if you're checking the socials and it's upsetting you because they're with a third party, why are you fucking looking? It's like drinking poison. You keep drinking it. Stop that. How are you going to manifest them back if you're imagining them with someone else? It totally fucks up your manifestation. Nadine, not having a great day. SP came in perfect. Had my first panic attack in years. Jumping on self-concept, went for a walk, trying to focus on me. We have plans on the week. Worried the panic is ruining. Sounds ridiculous. I'm going to focus out of states. I feel like I'm dying with panic and then bring myself back to no matter what happens, I can fix it. I'm safe. I didn't realize how much my childhood affected me. Darling, go and do my anti-anxiety meditation. Let the fears go meditation. Guided meditation for anxiety, it's called, on my YouTube. Do it over and over and over and over again whenever you're feeling like that. And start using the affirmation that I don't let my fears run me. I am in control. I'm in control of the feelings I feel. I feel safe and secure. I can make myself feel safe and secure. I am in control. I am in control. This won't affect anything. I am in control. I run me. Start saying those things, darling, okay? And don't think it's going to fuck anything up. It won't. He will come back together with you when you start loving yourself. They kind of smell it. As soon as you start, he will come back, but he won't. He will come back earlier. But if you want, he will come back earlier. Yes, guys, they'll come back earlier. But if you haven't changed your self-concept issues, you'll get triggered again. Everyone keeps telling me I'm only having one baby, but I feel like I'm having more than one. And I've been affirming twins. How do I fight against negative talk from people around me? Who the fuck cares, Brianna, what anyone's saying? That's your fears manifest because you're worried you're not only going to have one. So stop listening to anyone and just think, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm going to have. I visualized it, so I'm not listening to these fuckers. I started visualizing being someone with SP while his company without me, saying anything. He looked at me and smiled and said, yes, I'm already making arrangements for us to go there. Oh, wonderful, Kate, you did that. Saw a quote from a game. Even though it's from previous imagination, if you imagine hard enough, it will become a reality. It's just amazing that even a game knows manifestation. You saw that on a game. Even though it's from a person's imagination, if you imagine hard enough, it will become reality. Loz, thank you for all the laughs. I legit screamed out of my window at a stoplight. I run this shit today. Made an old man laugh. Made my day. Love that. What does Virgin Mary mean in Bible? Is this Bible class? Well, she imagined being pregnant and then she became pregnant, didn't she? Everyone knows I'm having twins. Everyone around me can tell I'm having twins. Yes, say that, darling. They're wonderful. First time someone inquired for my business, and I don't worry whether they can afford me or not. I charge my worth, and my business is already booming. The right people will see my value. Yes, say that, darling. Absolutely. Don't undercharge, because that's a reflection of your self-concept. Is it bad if I keep telling my SP that we should start from you? I feel like it pushes him away. Yes, Melissa, please stop doing that. What the fuck has it got to do with him? Your self-concept has caused the past. So you telling him start from fresh, how's it going to help? Unless you're just saying it like you're not blaming him. Let's just start new and not talk about the past. That's fine. But if you're doing it because you're blaming him and trying to make him change in the 3D and acting in the 3D and trying to change everything in 3D, no. You can say, let's start fresh. Let's not talk about the past. Fine. Thoughts on Agnes Viverelli? Oh, look, I like her whisper technique meditations. I like her meditations, but not her manifestation content. It's completely flawed and full of LOA and Abraham Hicks and a whole lot of fucking confused shit. She's hella confused about manifesting. But her meditations are very nice. I asked this TikTok already, but could you maybe give me some affirmations? My boyfriend keeps following girls on IG and likes pics. It's called I'm a fucking insecure bitch who's jealous. And I wrote back to you on your TikTok and you didn't even reply. I said to you, your self-confidence in the toilet about yourself because you're jealous of other girls and see them as competition. Until you stop thinking other girls' competition, he will continue to do that. You can say affirmations, all you fucking like about him not looking at girls on IG. It's IG. They're fucking strange girls. Who cares? If you're that fucking insecure about girls on the internet, are you aware that while you're not around him, there's girls with their tits out all over the place and there's only fans and porn? What are you going to do? Stop him from looking at every single girl on the internet? There's girls with their tits out everywhere. That's about you feeling insecure, darling. You've got to work on that. It's got nothing to do with him. Are you seriously going to stop him from seeing every single girl on the internet? What the hell are you talking about? Go and work on I am chosen. No one is competition to me. No one compares to me. Work on you feeling not good enough and comparing yourself to other girls all the fucking time because in childhood you were compared to other girls and made to feel not good enough. It's got nothing to do with him. You can't stop the guy from looking at girls on Instagram. And if you say to him, I don't want you to look at girls on Instagram, he'll think you're a fucking Looney Tune. Guys, if you are insecure about them looking at other girls, the internet's full of girls. The world's full of girls. What are you going to do? Make them walk with a blindfold down the street? That's about you, guys. No, I'm not giving you affirmations about your boyfriend. You're not realizing, Gazem, it's got fucking nothing to do with him. It's from your insecurity. You've got to do affirmations about yourself. Did you listen to what fucking word I just said? And you didn't listen to what I said on IG, and you're still asking me for magic bean affirmations to stop him looking at girls. What you've got to stop doing is thinking looking at girls is a problem. Fuck me, I'm not going to give you magic bean affirmations when you haven't listened to me. Go away. You're not listening. Guys, if you want magic bean affirmations, you're not listening to me and your guy will still look at girls in secret because of your insecurity. And then you'll find out he's cheating with one of them because you fucking manifested that because you didn't fucking listen to me and change your self-concept. Christ. Go and figure out where your trust issues come or your feelings of not being good enough and comparing to other girls come from, please. It's got nothing to do with them. The twin flame thing is your trauma wound being open. It's the same as SP. Don't fall for the narrative. Focus on self-concept money. Please stop listening to any twin flame shit, guys. I hate how much my SP drinks and then he smokes. How do I affirm that he stops smoking and drinks a lot less than he does now? He doesn't smoke anymore. He doesn't drink. He hates it. He can't stand it anymore. He's so healthy now. He loves being healthy. He loves going on exercising, bouts of exercising and runs and stuff, and he can't do that if he's drinking and smoking, so he stopped. I want him to stop. I can't be in a relationship where I'm being disrespected. It's so frustrating. No, Gazem, you're not being disrespected. He's called a guy. They do shit like that. Gazem, you are so fucking insecure. You haven't listened to a word I've said and you're going on and on and on here about the chat. And while you're writing all that stuff, you're clearly not listening to me. This channel isn't for you. We have to take responsibility for how we've manifested our reality. And you've manifested your reality of a person not respecting you because you don't feel respected. You don't feel enough. You think other girls' competition and you don't trust people. That's about you. I'm not going to read any of your comments because they're fucking ridiculous because you're not listening. And no one else should be answering her either because she's not listening. Hopefully when I get to the end of this, the penny's dropped and you start to listen. Because I fucking well commented on the TikTok and you're still asking me for a magic bean affirmation. It won't help you. Yeah, imagine them dumping the bottle. I'm so glad SP doesn't drink anymore. Yes, he hates the smell and taste of it. Yep. Whoever wants friends at uni, my first semester I had no real group, worked on self-concept, not even trying to manifest friends, and boom, I now have a great group of friends. Oh, wonderful, Lauren, see? Just work on your self-concept will come, guys. Stop answering Gazem, guys, because you're not listening. My SP is skinnier than me, and it's so triggering. I think it was because I compared a lot to a child and had body dysmorphia. Okay, so work on your body dysmorphia, darling. It won't trigger you anymore. My body is beautiful just the way it is. I don't compare myself to others. My body is perfection. I love my juicy ass. I love my whatever you want to say about your body. Work on it, please. How do you stop seeing them as a player or sneaky, just doing self-concept as well? Guys, if you're seeing them as a player and sneaky, that's about your trust issues. And I'm sorry, it's really got nothing to do with them. And you picked a person on purpose from the beginning who was a player because you've got deep trust issues from childhood where you got abused or something, or your dad was a player or cheated on your mum or your mum cheated on your dad or some fucking shit. It's literally got nothing to do with them. You can say they're not a player all you like, but where are you getting that idea that they even are a player from? That's from you. Oh, Gazem, I'm sick of reading your comments. What made you realise it was childhood wounds that causes all our issues? Therapy. And also just listening to other manifestation coaches who went on and on and on and on and on about just live in the end, and realizing I couldn't just live in the end because my mind was doubting everything I was living in the end about, and realized my childhood wounds of feeling not chosen, not good enough, and something was wrong with me was fucking up every little thing I was trying to manifest. And I realized listening to Sammy Ingram and listening to Kim bang on and on and on about living in the end fucking didn't help. No? Guys, you can live in the end all you fucking like, but if you don't believe it because of all your shit going on in your brain and your subconscious is fighting you, you can't live in the end at all. Some people go, just go to the end. Really? What's happening up here when you're living in the end and it doesn't believe you and it's fighting you and your mental diet all day is trash? What happens when you get them back and then you fuck it up with your old thinking and you get triggered? That's you. That's what happened to me. My account is more about failures I've made that taught me what not to do. I'm teaching you guys a lot of what not to do, okay? My son's dad said exactly what I thought of him. He said, I don't like, which is why I don't want him here, lol. He's the biggest grown child I know, so on. No. If you think he's a grown child, he'll turn up like a grown child. What are you talking about, D Fox? If you think he's a grown child, he's immature, he says things you don't like, he's going to keep turning up that way. Don't you want a good co-parenting relationship with your son's dad, or you just want to see him like it's all his fault and it's got nothing to do with you? If you think of him that way, darling, he'll keep turning up that way. I'm not talking about seeing them as a child and having negative thoughts about your SP. I'm just saying take them down off the pedestal. You've taken what I was saying and ran with it and put 2 and 2 together and made 5,000. That's not what I'm saying, D. If you continue to do that, you're going to fuck up your relationship with your son's dad and fuck up your relationship with your son later on when he likes the dad and you don't like the dad because you've got shitty feelings about him being a grown child and being annoyed by him. Well done. You're going to fuck up your co-parenting completely with that shitty thinking. Please stop that. Everyone wants to commit to me because I'm good enough, I'm loved and committed to you. You're worthy of commitment. Yes, darling, so that. You're perfect the way you are. You don't need to change. So please start loving yourself. I know how hard it is, especially when you struggle with eating disorders, depression, you get over it. Yes, guys. Don't ask anything. Let him chase you. Yes, guys. He keeps telling me that it's over and I feel like I have to convince him. You can't convince him, Melissa. What the fuck are you talking about? Please go and watch my content. You're hella lost. If you're asking them to change or let's start again or begging them or whatever, you're really not working on your self-concept and you're in the state of neediness and he's just going to be completely put off you, Melissa. It doesn't matter what you say in 3D. He's going to be like, get the fuck away from him. Loz, you are beautiful and I adore you. Oh, Ington, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for amazing videos. I'm crashing for the night. Work and baby boy's birthday tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Oh, happy birthday to you, baby boy, darling. What can I say to my son's father and have great co-parenting relationship? Okay, that's a good question. Not, I hate my co-parent. We co-parent so well together. Not what you can say to him. You think you have a great co-parenting relationship. You don't say anything out loud to them, guys. We co-parent so well. We get along so well. We do everything for our son. We mutually agree on everything for our son. We get along so well. Our son loves how we co-parent so well, how well we get along. So those things don't. You have to focus on your self-concept. It has nothing to do with your SP. You have a pattern of being rejected, question mark? Yes. You've never convinced someone, just ignore what he says. Yes. I cut him off because, oh, Susie, Jesus Christ. I cut him off because he kept acting like he didn't want to be bothered with me. When I went to sit with him at lunch, he mentioned third party out of nowhere. He was jealous because I made him jealous days prior. Made him jealous because I asked where his jacket. He said no, I wore another guy's jacket and he reacted. Susie, you're fucking lost as hell. You need to go and watch my. You're trying to make guys jealous out in the 3D and doing shit in the 3D. You're not listening to anything I'm saying. You've got to do things in your head, darling. You sound like you're not listening to me. Please stop doing things like trying to make guys jealous. You've got to think they love you in your head. Stop doing it out there. The ad that played before this live was a song. The lyrics, I choose you, baby. Yes, I'm chosen. Oh, really? Hi, Laws. Watching you on my lunchtime at uni. Oh, there's so many dating TikToks that are really toxic. Click not interested. Yes, guys. Thanks, Laws, for calling people out. Some people are really acting like lunatics. It's creepy as fuck. Don't get yourself a restraining order, guys. Guys, look, if you're acting out in 3D, I know what that's like, but it's coming from desperate needing energy. You've got to stop. For abandonment, do you suggest the I am priority or chosen set type? Yes, guys, either of those, whichever works for you, darling. Ever since I started watching you, I've noticed my triggers and even corrected my therapist about why my relationships are the way they are and not because of something they did. Oh, good, Brianna. Tell that fucking therapist. If your SP keeps shoving alleged three Ps down your throat, mentioning them for no reason, they're just trying to make you jealous, right? No, it means you've got a severe self-concept issue of not feeling good enough and comparing yourself to other girls. They're not doing anything of the sort. I just don't buy it anymore. I'm so happy I don't give a fuck anymore. I feel free. Well, Okay, you can say they're just trying to make you jealous, but if they're trying to do it with that kind of thing, that's you comparing yourself to other girls a lot, darling. That's something you have to fix in you. But if you don't care, good. I try living the end every day at times, but there's a time I do feel sad without affecting my manifestation. No, darling, don't worry about it. I'm affirming self-concept, but I don't know why I'm scared to stay no contact without him for even a week, and I know how many days it's going to take. I'm unable to work and work from home. I just end up crying. Well, darling, if you're in that state of like, this is not going to work because we've got all this no contact, well, I'm sorry. Do you understand there's no separation? SP considers her sister-in-law sinister and always talking to her, which I'm scared now. That person is so cunning. Oh. And made SP's family believe I'm breaking his family. Can I affirm they are not friends anymore? Pre, you've got a whole lot of beliefs that other people outside of you are creating your reality, affecting you, that your SP listens to them, that they're cunning and this and that. That's just your beliefs. And until such time as you stop thinking that, it won't change. It's got nothing to do with them. Can we read Neville's interpretation of the Bible somewhere? In all his books, guys. I mean, Prayer, the Art of Believing, Resurrection, those books are very, very Bible-based, but any of his works. Circumstances don't matter if I'm against it. Yes, guys. I'm getting moving with my SP. He's getting deployed next month. Oh, no, darling, just imagine he doesn't. Or if he does, absence makes the heart grow fonder and the distance is the greatest thing for you and it brings you even closer together and he comes back and fucking you get engaged because he missed you so much. Did you see Kanye West documentary? It shows how he manifested his entire career. No, I haven't, and I'm so off him at the moment. I don't even want to watch it because he's acting like such a fucking psychopath. But I will watch it. And his mum was very supportive. It just goes to show if you've got a wonderful mother or parent who supports you and encourages you and thinks you can manifest your dreams, that's where he got it from, which is why he went so downhill when she died, I think. Please stop making laws go off. I'm doing my self-concept affirmations almost all day. I'm imagining living in my dream house with my husband. When I get up, I pretend I'm in my house bathroom, not where I am really. I feel so good. My SP conforms. Oh, I'm very wonderful. There's no competition to me because I'm the best. I'm the one and only. There's only me. I'm the greatest person ever walked the earth. That's wonderful, Melbourne. Oh, these are jumping. I'm not interested in reading the two parts because you're just comparing, you're just seeing everyone else outside of you as your enemy and causing your reality, and you're the one causing it, thinking that you have enemies and you can't trust people and people fuck up your reality and people are snakes and people hurt you and people are trying to hurt you and people are trying to keep you and your SP apart. I don't have to read all your comments, darling, to understand that your self-concept about other people and not being able to trust people and not being able to think that you can get what you want is affecting your reality. It's all you, darling. It's got nothing to do with other people. Stop blaming other people for your problems, Free. I don't need to read your comments to understand that you're blaming everyone else for you and what's happening to you. Stop doing that. No, I don't want to be with my son's dad. I know, darling, but don't you want a decent fucking co-parenting relationship? I'm currently affirming for him to leave my home. I don't like him, don't want him. Loz, remember you told me to affirm him out of my house. Yes, Dee, but he's the fucking son and father of the child. Don't you want a decent co-parenting relationship, or do you want to absolutely screw your child up by not getting along with him, hating him, banishing him from your reality, ruining your child's life? Grow up. Guys, you manifested them being the person you don't like. Dee, you understanding that? If he's turning up unfavorably, you fucking caused that. So you're going to ruin your child's life and ruin your co-parenting relationship with your co-parent because you have manifested a person to your reality, reflecting your shitty self-concept that you had during the relationship, and you're going to ruin your child's life. Well done, Dee. You're not listening to a word I'm fucking saying. You caused him to turn up like that. You can manifest him out of your house all you like, but are you going to ruin your relationship with your son and his relationship with his father with that? Yes. Grow up. Own the shit you caused. You caused him to turn up like that. Have you listened to a word I've said? Don't blame them for turning up the way they did, guys. It's all you. Some of you are going to ruin your relationship with your son and your co-parent because of your shitty self-concept that you're not owning, and you're blaming the other parent for everything. It's not about them. It's about you. If you'd watch my content and listen to me, Dee, for long enough, you would know that the way he's turning up is because of the way you think of him, which I can see in the comments, and the way you think about yourself, which you haven't fixed. So well done. You're completely going to ruin your relationship with your son when you're older. When he's older, he's probably going to say, Mum, I'm going to go live with my dad. I'm sick of you two fighting and I can't stand you, or something. And you'll manifest that and you'll turn around to me in 15 years and go, my son doesn't talk to me. And I'll be like, I know why. Because you constantly totally saw his dad as a piece of shit and you never owned up to the fact that that came from your self-concept of not feeling good enough and not being treated well by others, and that you couldn't trust people, and people turn up your reality XYZ way and you blamed everyone else for your problems, and now your son doesn't talk to you, etc. Guys, if you want to ruin your relationship with your children, go ahead and keep blaming your co-parent for the way the relationship's turned out. It's not about them. It's about you. It's not about them. It's about you. Whether it's co-parenting, a relationship, whatever the fuck it is, it's not about the other person. Hate them all you like. You'll literally ruin your relationship with your son and his relationship with his dad. Well done. Grow up, D. You think he's a child? You're the one fucking acting like a child. There's a child involved here. Think of them instead of yourself. Mm-hmm. How can you manifest a visa? Well, don't do the thing I did and keep thinking it's hard. When I was in England, it took me my whole fucking life in England to get the visas I needed because I kept seeing it as hard, out of my reach, a long process, and I fucked it up every time. Just imagine yourself living in the country with the visa that you want. I'm a citizen of bloody blah. I love being a citizen of bloody blah. I love having my such and such visa. Imagine you got it already done. Just go right to the end and stop thinking the process is hard. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to prepare dozens of roses for you right now before Loz goes off on URP. 888 coin. What did she say? I didn't even see her comment because I was too busy going off. You'll leave me alone. Well, what's she saying? I missed it. Let me scroll up. I don't know what this comment is. Don't know. I can't see it. Don't care. You're blaming other people for your problems, guys. This isn't the chat for you. Davina, hey Loz, had incredible movement with SP, had a tad fear that the primary reason he likes seeing me is physical stuff. Any affirmations? Don't think that, darling. Don't think that. Think he's back because he loves me. He loves me for more than just sex. He loves lying with me. He loves talking to me. He talks to me about all his life. He tells me all his stories. He loves just being around me. He loves being my presence. Think of all those things, darling. Hey, Loz, question. Even though you've been affirming positive dominant thoughts all day, the opposite shows up, negative ones. Is that normal? Yes, guys. I'm just not thinking negative thoughts that much. Doesn't matter, guys. It's old thoughts showing up. Don't worry about it. There's no need to worry. Focus on you. Don't focus on them all the time. I don't even know what the question was, guys. I can't see it. Loz got her Saron eyes on now. Bye. Damn, it sucks hearing that from someone else. Never heard it put like that before. Okay, I get it together. Okay, D, you're manifesting him, the father of your child, turning up that way. Unfortunately, you're going to ruin your child's life with your issues with your ex. Please don't ruin a child's life. Do you know what it's like to be a child of divorce? I don't know if you've been one, but it's horrible when your parents fight and talk shit about each other. It's horrible. And it takes ages to get over. My parents did that, especially my mum. And unfortunately, my mum never realised that my dad was only reflecting her shitty self-concept for their whole marriage. Please don't turn your child against the guy that you chose to be with and then reflected your shitty self-concept. That's your fault, unfortunately. So change your self-concept and your relationship with him will change, and see you and him having harmonious co-parenting relationship. Don't do what my mum did. It took my mum years to stop bitching about my dad, and she finally did. And my dad and my mum get on great now, but it took years and it really fucked us up. Right? This will teach me not to comment intrusive thoughts. I don't even know what you said, darling. Guys, I've tried to affirm getting into this course multiple times, but I keep getting lectures from the department saying they can't do it, finals in a month. Just imagine you're in the course, darling. Just imagine you got in the course. How it comes about, comes about. Don't worry about what they said. I feel like Kim K has good self-concept. She really feels like, no, you won't. What? No, you want to date me. You're going to propose to me. You want to marry me. If that's good enough for her, it's good enough for me. Oh, yeah, say that, darling. I think Kim really worked on her abandonment stuff from childhood and her not chosen stuff because she was in foster care. She really had to work on that. So she really worked on it, and it's working for her. Good on her. Hey, Loz. Hey, beautiful. How are you? I was just told someone may be going blind in one eye. What good affirmations help improve their eyesight? They can see perfectly. Their eyes renew themselves. That doctor was wrong. There is nothing wrong with their eyes. They can see perfectly. Their eyes and the cells in their eyes are renewing themselves daily. They can see with perfect vision. 20/20 vision. My cop has 4 months leave. I was triggered. It's been 1.5 weeks and he hasn't arranged to catch up. Then I found out his brother is isolating at his house because of COVID. I'm learning old shitty. Okay, so just give it that meaning. Old shitty thoughts playing out. Yeah, they're just isolating, guys. Being firm with self-concept for a month and seeing good movement. I'm shouting love and thank you, Loz. Oh, wonderful. My SP came back exactly like I wanted and I lost him because of me. Does a second manifestation work? I grew up so loved and I know I'm worth but trying to make sense of it all. Guys, I got my SP back twice and it fucked it up with shitty self-concept. You'll fuck it up every time if you don't work on your self-concept, okay? So you can get them back a million times. It doesn't matter. Guys, I'm going to go. Oh, Angie, you're sending me a super chat. Hang on. What are you saying? Oh, you're just sending me a super chat. Where's your question? Angie, does the second manifestation work? Yes. So what you need to stop thinking, guys, is that because you lost them the first time, you're going to lose them again, Angie, okay? So just imagine my subconcept's working, and because my subconcept is better, they stay this time because they're reflecting the new me, and the new me is new and improved, and I'm not reflecting any old thoughts out anymore, and so they reflect my new thoughts, which is I am loved, chosen enough, loved by them, in a beautiful relationship. Relationships always work for me. All the new thinking, they'll reflect. So don't worry about the fact that it's the second time, a third time, 100th time. It'll work if you're working on you. Okay, darling? And thank you for the super chat. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I've been here for ages, almost an hour and a half. As much as I try, even with reading Neville and watching many videos, I don't understand they're not separate from you. Well, then you're fucked, Nikki. Guys, please understand that everyone is reflecting your thinking. If you can't see it, go and look at your life and think, is anything a manifestation of my old thinking right now? Did I ever think they didn't love me and then they broke up with me? Did I ever think my relationship with my friends was falling apart and then they stopped inviting me places? Did I ever think people were snakes and people betrayed me? Ta-da, you did that. You sent those thoughts out constantly and they heard them, thought them, experienced them in their mind because of telepathy, because of oneness, because of source energy, because of God in you. If you don't understand it, I can't fucking help you. Right, I'm going to go. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. What should we call this? Co-parenting. We'll talk about that. Co-parenting. And what else did we talk about in this live? Strong self-concept. Okay, I'm going to call it strong self-concept and co-parenting. All right, guys, and you'll see the YouTube live sticker, and I think I might have some new content this week and next week as well in my YouTube, so make sure you subscribe, guys, and I'll be on TikTok either later today or tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.